We arrived to Napoli around midday, checked into our accommodation and headed out to eat. After a short walk we got to Pignasecca, which is a busy market street where we could really feel the energy and liveliness of Naples. We had our first meal at Pescheria Azzurra. This is a popular seafood restaurant right next to a fishmonger stall where they actually get all of their fresh seafood. It is a simple and busy place where you usually have to wait a bit to get a table. The food and atmosphere was just perfect. So the spaghetti with lobster and octopus salad. This octopus salad was really nice. The seasoning was mainly olive oil and just a splash of vinegar, I think. It tasted really fresh and the octopus had a nice bouncy texture, just the way I like it. I think Italian food is all about the good quality ingredients cooked into perfection. In this lobster spaghetti, you can really taste each flavor individually. The slightly sweet aromatic tomatoes mixed with the beautiful rich olive oil, strong herbal note from the parsley and just a touch of garlic. And well, you just can't go wrong with lobster. And the pasta of course is cooked al dente.
It's definitely a bit uncooked for me.
Really? That was really great start for our adventure in Italia. It was absolutely delicious. It was just as good as I imagined. Everything was perfect. So I got my favorite, calamari. I think that's my absolutely favorite food in Europe. And in Italy I had to get it almost every day. Thin, crispy batter on the outside, slightly chewy but also tender from the inside. Doesn't get any better than this.
Start it up!
First impressions of Naples have been really great. Naples is one of the densely most populated cities in Europe. This is a really lively city and I really love it. Great first impressions of Naples, really.
It started raining, so I'm gonna get an umbrella. 3 euros. He said 4 euros, but I asked it for 3 euros. After getting breakfast we took a train to Sorrento, which is a bit less than 1 hour ride away from Naples. Luckily the sun started shining again. This was definitely a great pizza, but on Italian standards maybe nothing special.
Yeah, the tomato sauce is definitely so amazing. It's so juicy and full of flavor.
We will get that perfect pizza back in Naples. Anyways, it was a nice lunch. Amalfi Coast and also Sorrento is famous for lemons, which are really big over here. Large part of them are used to make limoncello, which is a sweet lemon liquor. Usually it has around 30% alcohol content. We went for sampling some limoncello and it was lots of fun in this place. They really won't let your cup empty here. Definitely got a bit tipsy. After having a great time in Sorrento, we took a ride to Amalfi Coast. These kind of transfers are quite expensive, around 100 euros seems to be a normal price. However, it is very convenient and our driver was definitely a great guy who knew everything about Amalfi Coast. Our Airbnb was located in the hills of Agerola, a bit outside of the most famous attractions. I think this was only a good thing, since Amalfi Coast can be quite touristic. The view was stunning from here. We took a bus to the village of Amalfi. From here you can take a bus or ferry to other places. We finished off the day with the most refreshing dessert ever, lemon sorbet. The sorbet is inside a freshly carved lemon bursting from juice. A bit overpriced for sure, but very tasty. It's another day in Amalfi Coast. Today is quite cloudy, I hope it won't rain. Anyways, well, yesterday we visited Positano and Amalfi. I have to say, I think we were a bit disappointed of Positano. It was super touristic. It was so hectic. It was not relaxing at all. Too many people everywhere and there was no space for really walking around. After that we checked out Amalfi quickly and we got a much better impression of Amalfi. So today we go back to Amalfi and then we're gonna visit Ravello. Right now we are waiting for the bus. We are here very early because you really can't trust the bus schedules here. Especially if you read the schedule wrong. Sorry honey. It's a bit complicated with the buses here. They don't really run that often. This morning we had to wait around 30 minutes to get the bus.
So we just had a great lunch in Ravello. It was really a great place. The food was so damn tasty.
And this is where we also had our first Italian mushrooms. These porcini mushrooms were some of the best I ever had. They were really meaty and nicely seasoned with salt and parsley and of course good quality olive oil. Also that cannelloni was excellent. It was stuffed with tuna and swimming in that rich tomato sauce with some parmesan on top.
Definitely Ravello has been our favorite in Amalfi Coast so far. Really relaxing atmosphere here. It's really a nice place. There's so much space for walking and feels great here.
No.
Ravello is located 365 meters over sea level on top of a small mountain. It is very green and has some big gardens and beautiful historic buildings. We went to Villa Cimbrone. The view from here was absolutely epic. We got back to Amalfi where we had popular local street food called Cuoppo, deep fried seafood served in a paper cone. As I love fried seafood, this was just amazing once again. Crispy goodness seasoned perfectly.
beautiful sunrise here in the hills of Amalfi Coast. Today we are heading to Matera, one of the oldest cities in the whole world, city of caves. It's a very special place. Very excited to go to Matera.
But before that we had to reach Salerno to catch a bus to Matera, and we got actually really good impression of Salerno.
Right away this city feels really nice, like a relaxing atmosphere, and the prices are really cheap. Like what we bought here, it was 10 euros, so much cheaper than in Amalfi Coast. Of course, it's not touristic city here at all, but a big port city and really nice atmosphere.
After a 3-hour bus ride we got to our hotel and took a look from our balcony, and we were mind blown. This is where people have been living for 9,000 years. Welcome to one of the oldest cities in the world, Matera. It's all about the ancient part of the city here. Sassi di Matera is one of the most special places we have ever been. It is a city of stone and caves. We absolutely loved exploring the narrow streets here. The restaurants in Sassi are a bit more on the fancier side. Many of them are in caves, which was really cool and special for us. After the most epic sunrise espresso ever, we continued exploring Matera. I highly recommend getting up early, as then you can have the Sassi almost just for you. This was really amazing feeling that we will remember forever.
Really not too many people around here. Even Matera was chosen to be the capital of culture in Europe for 2019. And still it's so peaceful, you can walk here just by yourself in the morning. Come here before it's too late, because this place will get more touristic year by year, for sure. Matera, the most magical city in Europe.
It was a hot day, around 30 degrees. We had so much fun walking around the magical streets of Sassi, and this special day needed even more special ending.
I was thinking, shall I say yes or no? But I said yes!
So we just arrived back to the complete chaos of Naples, which I love, by the way. It was a 4-hour bus ride from Matera, and it was pretty funny. We were the only ones sitting there, otherwise the bus was completely empty. Very comfortable bus ride. We haven't had any problems with the transportation actually here in Italy. Everything's been working really well. We are staying in an apartment in the historic center of Naples, so very lively area. So
Yeah, this is so perfect apartment for us. It's so close to everywhere, and then the apartment is historical, and then it's so huge as well.
we are very hungry. I just get a coffee now, and then we go out to eat something. Oh yeah.
Actually, we had to wait a bit more. In Italy, many restaurants open for dinner around 7:30 or 8 p.m.
Finally we are here in the dinner table. This place is just outside of our accommodation actually. It's really nice, interesting, lively area here. It's like a small square. You see some kids playing football there. and then there are some old dudes like gossiping right next to us. It's like so much stuff happening here all over, and it's just wonderful atmosphere. We are loving it.
It was really awesome dinner, and our favorite dish was surprisingly a risotto.
Oh man, that actually surprised me. This is the first risotto we eat in the whole trip. It's like so creamy. There are quite big pieces of the porcini mushroom, big chunks of the sausage. Oh man, that's wonderful. Really tasty. The rice, of course, is also al dente. There's some bite to it.
Let's get that perfect pizza, finally. Most popular pizza places in Naples are really busy and full of customers all the time, so I highly recommend to line up early in order to get in. Pizzeria Sorbillo was recommended by a local for us, and it didn't disappoint. This is the real Neapolitan pizza. It is so different from the pizzas I'm used to eat. The crust is really thin, and it has very stretchy texture, and surprisingly it's not even that crispy. The tomato sauce is almost soupy and so full of flavor. Olive oil brings even more flavor, and then everything is topped with that amazing mozzarella and few fresh basil leaves. It is simple but so well made with top quality ingredients. Just look how juicy that is. This was easily the best pizza we've ever had. The liveliness and atmosphere of Naples is truly something special, something I haven't experienced anywhere else. Also, the food was probably the best I ever had in Europe. All in all, this was one of our best Euro trips ever. Napoli and Matera go easily to my top 5 cities in Europe.